A very good morning to all of you. I'm the faculty from the School of Finance and Commerce going to conduct a lecture on leasing. So this is the topic which I have taken up for today in order to conduct this lecture. So let's understand and try to bring out the depth of leasing. Now, what are the prerequisites we have for this particular lecture? In order to understand the leasing, one should have the understanding on what the financial services are and how the financial services works in a financial system. Since we know that financial services are the fourth pillar which is being there in the Indian financial system, so this is very much important to know how the financial services provide its services in financial system. Now further, these are the things which we are going to cover in this session. Firstly, we are going to start with the basic concepts of leasing, what the leasing is, that we'll try to understand. Then further, we'll try to understand about the features of the leasing. Basically, the what all elements the feature leasing is being having. Later on, the discussion will move toward in the direction of emergers and trend of the leasing. We'll discuss that as well. And we're also going to discuss on advantages and the limitations. Lastly, the classification of leasing we are going to discuss. So let's try to take up each one of it and try to understand it one by one. Now, firstly, the basics of leasing. We need to understand what the leasing is and what it defines. So, the leasing has emerged as an alternative to finance the acquisition of fixed assets. So, leasing is always being associated with the asset. If asset is being not there, then the leasing process cannot take place, since it is an asset-based financial services. So, what is leasing? Leasing is a asset-based financial services. And how do we interpret it? It is a device for financing the cost of an asset. So, leasing is a device for financing the cost of an asset. Until the asset is being associated with the leasing process, till the time the leasing process will take place. Otherwise, there will be no leasing process. So the complete dependence of leasing is on the assets. Now, how do we determine basically the specified definition of leasing? Then we will say a lease is an agreement allow one party to use another property, plant or equipment for a stated period of time in exchange for consideration. So let's say as the definition have defined, there are two parties. In the leasing, there are going to be the two parties. One party is will be with the assets, other party is going to use those assets. Assets would be in the form of property, plant, equipment. And in the exchange of using those assets by the second party is going to give the consideration in monetary terms. So the consideration will be provided in the monetary terms and regular consideration will be given as in like the monthly consideration will be given to the first party. So these all are the basic understanding on the leasing. Further, continuing with this, what all parties are being involved in the leasing. So as per the definition, I told there will be two party, one party it would be called the lessor, the other party it would be called the lessee. Who is the lessor? The lessor is one who actually own the property, who's actually owning the property, plant and equipment, the owner of the property. Secondly, lessee, who uses the property. So the one who's using the property will be the lessee. So here, let's say the best example would be is the rent deed. So rent deed is actually the leasing. It is a very good example. Now, what happened in a leasing, in a rent deed? Obviously, there will be the two party, one party who's actually being owning the that property. The other party is going to use that house. So till the time the other party who's being lessor going to use that house, they are going to pay monthly rent to the lessor so that they are going to use that particular property of the lessor. So there is a contract, I would say the rent agreement between both the parties on the terms and condition in order to using the property, as well as the against the use of the property monetary compensation will be given to the lessor. So this is the how the leasing process will take place and the parties involved in the leasing process. Now, essentially, the lessor, essentially a creditor in the transaction, is repaid from a combination of lease or rental payment, tax benefit, and proceed from the sale or release of the property at the end of the lease term. So, whenever the if I again related with the rent deed, every year the rent deed always get renewed. So, the rent deed is usually for the 12 months. For the 12 month and for the 11 month, the deed will continue, and whenever the time comes, it is about to get expire, both the parties have to renew that rent agreement so that they can continue with that leasing process. Now, once that process get expired, or I would say it finishes off, both the parties are not willing to renew it at that point of time. The lessor would take the independent decision whether to release it or to sell the property. So that would be independently a lessor decision, and lessee have to agree with that. Now, for the what all are essential features and elements associated with the leasing. Since we know leasing is a contract between the lessor and the lessee, it's a written contract actually. Parties to be lessee contract. So lessee and the lessor. Since we know that a lessor is owner of the asset, lessee uses the assets. Now there is one more party that we call the trustee, represent the creditor in a third party lease. So whenever that lease happen between the lessor and the lessee, for the lessee as an assurance is being given to the lessor for the faithfulness. So at that point of time, the third party always behave as a good faith of the lessor. Then only it would be that these will be provided. Now, subject matter. Subject matter is basically the asset which is associated in the leasing process. It is asset, property, equipment to be leased. Now, the ownership belongs to whom? Term of the lease. It means that period for which the agreement of lease remains in operation. So if it is for 11 years, the lessee would be going to use that asset for 11 months only. And for very first day of the 12th month, either the lease would be renewed or it would be the lessor decision to resell or to further go for the selling the goods. Now, lease rental. For every month, the amount or a compensation consideration will be moving from lessee side to the lessor. Mode of terminating lease. So, mode of terminating either the renewal of the lease contract or asset revert back to the lessor. If the lessee is not going to use it, that is mutually they both have to decide on this thing, and the other party, either of the party have to agree on the others one. Now, asset revert back to lessor. Asset of sale of asset to lease or third party. So that is how, with the mutual understanding and agreed point, then only the lease contract will continue. So these are the essential features we have with the leasing. Now, why there is so much emergence of leasing have to come into the place? We are talking a lot of leasing everywhere. So leasing of usually is being done for the land, agriculture, implement, animal, mines, common in ancient civilization. But there was no process of the contractual things. Things were not in the legally formed as it is being legally written nowadays. Earlier, it was not the system. That system was definitely prevailed in ages back, but legally it was not there, and people was not very much aware to put their own goods which they are not using to put them into the leasing process so that they'll be able to generate the revenue, because every asset have the certain life, and after the certain life the asset would not be of use, or it would get uh, collapsed, or it get vanished. Now, leasing of rail cars, it came into the picture in 19th century by railroad manufacturer of the US. Profilation of equipment leasing in Europe after the World War II. Now, in today's scenario, 25% of all business equipment value are being leased, and this phenomena of leasing is being introduced in 80s century. Now, it is simply that maximum business, the business houses also believe in that rather buying their own office, they believe it to get that on a lease basis, on a rent basis. That would be quite cheaper for them in place of buying their own houses, because the houses always locate their location on several locations. So it would be very simple and easy to get that equipment or a office on a rent basis. Now, in today's scenario, it is very much prevalent thing, which is leasing. Lease finance extended by financial institution. So many of the financial institution and the banks as well are being providing these leasing process to the various individuals. The ICICI Bank, IFCI, IDBI, all are being providing these services of leasing, because leasing is one of the financial services which is being provided by the financial institution. Now, innovation not in the basic concept of the leasing, but the range of the asset lease. So this is, leasing is not the new concept, but how it is being done in today's scenario, it is something new. How that trend is being taking place, the innovative things are being taking place under the leasing process, those are quite new. As in the global trend toward leasing of large scale manufacturing facilities, power project, construction project, from equipment leasing to project leasing. So not just the equipment, the entire project are being leasing nowadays. So this is how this is quite cost effective whenever the leasing is being taken into the account for the businessman. So that's why it is so much prevalent and trend of today's scenario. Now further comes about the leasing transaction. So there are two categories of financial lease. Lease category, one is the financial lease, other one is the operating lease. In the financial lease, the process states the entire financial obligation belongs to the lessee. But whereas in the operating lease, the only use of the asset is being given to the lessee. And if there is any repair and maintenance is being required in between the duration, the lessor is being obliged to renew it. Whereas in the financial lease, the entire thing belongs to the lessee. But in the end, for sure, that financial lease till the time of the asset, if that contract will stays renew every time until the expiration of the asset can be expiring of the asset, till that time the asset can be used on, and later on that financial lease can be converted into that the lessee would have the rights on the those assets, so that also can be converted on. So this is the basic types of lease or prominent lease categories classification we have: one financial lease and the operating. Now further, these are the books which I have referred in order to preparing this session. And lastly, I would like to thank you everyone for listening it patiently. And once again, thank you so much.